Hi, hello, my name is Alicia. Welcome to this video. I'm coming to you today, crazy hair and all, to do a video of my makeup collection. Not much of a collection because I'm just now getting into makeup and I'm trying to learn. I'm 31 years old. I've never been a super girly girl and I'm trying to learn how to be. So this is the collection that I have. You'll notice that it's a lot of eyeshadow. Eyeshadow is my favorite thing. It's really the only thing I do currently, and my goal for this year is to learn to do more than just my eyeshadow. I'm kind of a one-trick pony when it comes to that, so I want to branch out. I'm 31, not getting any younger, and I think that now's a good time as any, as good a time as any, to learn how to do a new thing. So here we go. This is my makeup collection. We're going to start with lip products because that's what I feel like I have the least amount of. I don't have that many lip products because, again, I'm just now getting into this. So I bought a few things. One of these things I have had for years, but we're going to go through it real quick. So first things first is something that I will not be keeping. I think I'm going to try to give this to my sister. This is the Revlon Color Stay. How do YouTubers do this? There we go. Revlon Color Stay and Boundless Nude. Also, ignore this fingernail. I broke it after I got my nails done, and my next nail appointment isn't for like 4 more days, I think. So anyway, this is a pretty color. It's just not a pretty color for me. It's a lot more pink than I thought it would be. I'm going to do a swatch here on my hand. The unfortunate thing about a lot of makeup, in my opinion, especially as somebody who's learning, is that a lot of things like this at the drugstore, you can't swatch. So it was like $8 maybe. Kind of $8 wasted, but I'm going to see if my mom or my sister could use it. But this is the color. It's just way too pink for me. It doesn't look good. It's way too light as well. I don't think it's the pink that's the problem. I think that it's so light. But yeah, it just doesn't look good on my skin tone. So that is Revlon Color Stay Boundless Nude. It's got the top coat too. The top coat has a weird brush, like it's an actual brush. So that's kind of weird, but it is what it is. So that is the first thing. Like I said, this is going to find a new home. I don't know with whom, but it's going to find a new home. This has been in my collection for a few years. And by collection, again, I don't really have that much makeup because this is kind of a new thing. I feel like I'm one of those people who I was interested in it, then I wasn't. I was interested in it, then I wasn't. So like I've collected a few things here and there. A lot of these things are not recent purchases, but a lot of this stuff is new. So, again, eyeshadow has always been my thing. So, like the eyeshadow palettes, none of them are new, actually. But the other stuff, a lot of it is. So, anyway, this is the Luxe lipstick from ColourPop. This was part of the Disney designer collection. This was the Beauty and the Beast one, which is why I bought it. The shade is Beast. It's nice. But when people say liquid lipstick, I feel like they usually mean like waterproof, smudge proof, all the things. And I don't feel like this is. It feels really nice on the lips, but it is something where I feel like I have to worry about where it's going to end up on my face. So I don't wear this a lot. But this is that color. Again, this is the ColourPop Luxe Liquid Lip in Beast. It's probably a discontinued shade, honestly, since it was part of a specific collection. But again, that's why I bought it. Beauty and the Beast is my favorite Disney movie, so there we go. Then I bought 2 of these Maybelline, what are they called? Lifter Gloss. I bought 2 of these prior to a cruise that I went on recently. They are very similar. This one's a little more brown. This one's a little more pink, at least. Yeah. So these are in the colors Stone and Silk. I'll swatch them real quick for you. I love the applicator on these. The applicator is big, but it's not too big. I love this applicator. One of the complaints I have, especially with like that Revlon one and like with the next one that I'll show you, I don't like the applicator. So this one, oop, can you see that? I don't know. This one is Stone. It's a really pretty color, honestly. And it looks really good on. Both of these are kind of like a You're a Little Bit Better color. This next one is Silk. Yeah. This one is Silk, and that is Stone. So you can see that Stone is a little more brown, but it's not like brown, you know? It's really pretty. So speaking of browns, the next one I have is a brown. I just bought this one the other day. It's Juvia's Place Macchiato. I thought, when I swatched it in the store, it looked really nice on my hand. But when I tried it on at home, it just doesn't look as good. I think that this definitely is not intended for my complexion. So it's not a complaint about the product. It's just not the right color for me, I think. I don't like this applicator. That is my actual complaint about it. It's like a Q-tip. Don't like it. And the actual product does make my lips like tingle a little bit, so that's not great. I am planning to keep this. Again, I just bought it maybe last weekend, so it's like new. But I am planning to keep this and then hopefully find something that I can wear it over. Maybe I can like thin it out or something. But there it is. See, that's like a true brown, which I mean, it's called macchiato. Hello. But it's just a little too brown for me. So, really pretty. I'm going to figure out a way to wear it, but so far I've not figured that out. That is all of my lip products. So now let's move on to face products. I don't have a lot of these at all because, again, eyeshadow has been my thing, so this is a new thing for me. The other day I picked up this e.l.f. This is the Liquid Poreless Putty Primer. Say that 5 times fast. It's a beautiful consistency or texture. It feels really nice on my face, which I don't like heavy makeup, and I especially don't like it if the makeup is heavy enough that it like makes your skin itch. It is really beautiful, and it feels so like silky. It's so beautiful. But I have not worn it yet because I tried it with this. This is the Maybelline Dream BB Pure. It is in shade 120 medium sheer. I took this on a cruise with me and it looked really nice because I wanted to have something. We had formal night. So I wanted to have something that I could put on my face because I have a lot of redness from rosacea. So I wanted to have something that I could wear, and like it's nice. It like it blends in well. It's comfortable on the skin. I ran it across the top of my hand there. It blends in well. It feels nice on the skin. However, it transfers really bad. It doesn't have anything that like makes it stay. So like at dinner one night, as you can tell, I had my lip pierced. I got cheese stuck in my lip ring because I was having something that was really cheesy. And I went to wipe my face, you know, to clean myself up so I didn't look disgusting. And it smeared all of this off my face. This whole section was just gone. So I don't love that. That's not a great thing about this. And also, it makes me look like a ghost because I don't have anything to add color back to my face after the fact. So I just look a little sick if I just wear this. Fortunately, on the cruise, I had my best friend with me who had some bronzer and stuff that she put on to make it look not crazy. But this is, I don't want to say it's a bust, but it's not exactly what I was hoping it would be for me. So again, that's why I bought this primer, hoping that maybe it would stick. But until I find a way to put color back on my face, I don't know that I'll be trying these two together just because then I look sick. The last thing I've recently purchased is this e.l.f. setting spray. This is the Stay All Night Microfine Setting Mist. Historically, I like e.l.f. products, so, I mean, it should be fine. It just, again, I don't really have a reason to wear it until I can do my actual face makeup. Okay, next let's move on to brow products. I have 2 here with me. I do have one other brow product. I have not opened this because I didn't realize when I was buying this stuff that I bought 2 of basically the same thing. So I only have one open right now. This is the L'Oreal Infallible Brows. Why couldn't I just call it Infallibrows? I feel like that's a cooler name. This is in dark brunette. So this is the Unbelievable Brow. Unbelievable Brow. See, they abbreviated this one. Why couldn't they abbreviate this one? Whatever. This is the Unbelievable Brow. This is also in dark brunette. I think this one might be better just because it has a different applicator. But I don't want to have two of basically the same thing open at the same time. So we're going to work on this one and then we'll try that one. But anyway, so this is the, again, this is the L'Oreal Infallible Brow. It says it's up to 24-hour wear. It's a volumizing mascara for your brows. And again, the shade is dark brunette. So the applicator is kind of weird. It's like flat on one side, right there on the top. See, it's flat. And then it's just these little bitty bristles. So it's weird, okay? The product is good, but because of the shape of the applicator and because of the way the product sticks to it, sometimes it gets a little messy. So I have learned to do my eyebrows first. So that is my eyebrow tint gel mascara, whatever you want to call it. As I'm getting older, and especially because I tweezed and waxed and shaved and all that to my eyebrows, they're real thin here on the ends. But they're also getting lighter, I feel like, or thinner as I get older. So right through here, they're a little thinner than they used to be. So this is really great for like defining the hairs that I do have. And it seems to do a good enough job, at least by my standards. Again, as someone who's new to this, maybe it doesn't look the greatest, but as a newbie, it's fine for me. This is the Maybelline Great Lash in the clear. I think it's called Great Lash. As you can tell, there's no sticker on this. I don't know what happened to the sticker. But this is just a clear mascara, which I use as a clear brow gel if I just need something quick. Regular mascara wand, just like a spoolie. Nothing to write home about, really. Because it is a clear mascara, it does leave your brows a little shiny. If you don't like that, don't use this. It doesn't matter to me, so it's fine. That is the extent of my eyebrow products. 2 things. Next, we're going to move on to eyeliner. So I have 3 eyeliners currently. You're really going to be blown out of the water by this, I know. I have 2 of the same things. One is in black, one is in brown. These are the Maybelline Master Precise Skinny Sharp Brown and Defining Black. 210 and 220. 220 is the brown one. So again, just brown and black. They're super, super, super skinny. We'll use the black one to show you. I like that they're mechanical, but they're like super skinny. And I love that. They're really good for, don't roll them up if you don't want to use them because you can't roll it back down. I just learned that just now. They're really great for tight lining or like getting close to your lash line. I've never used liquid eyeliner. Anyway, I'm relatively new to this and I don't trust myself with liquid eyeliner because for me, eyeliner is like the second to last step in my makeup process. So I just would really hate to have my eyeshadow done and then go to put on liquid liner and biff it all and then all of the work on my eyeshadow was for naught. So this is the way to go for me. It's easy enough. This is the next one that I have. Whoop. This is the other one that I have. It's the Infallible Matte Matic by L'Oreal. If you can't tell, I like L'Oreal and Maybelline apparently. This is another mechanical eyeliner. It's just in Ultra Black. This one you can roll back down if you roll it up, which is wonderful because I didn't know that you couldn't do that with the other one. It's fine. It's just an eyeliner, you know. I don't know enough about this stuff to know if it's incredible, but it works for me. And then the last eye product that I have is my favorite mascara. This is L'Oreal Telescopic. I've used this for a long time. I've had multiple. This is Blackest Black. I don't have super long eyelashes, so I feel like this works well for me because the brush is super, super thin and the teeth are super short. I do think though that with the design of it, sometimes it is a little messier than I would like for it to be. I noticed noticed that sometimes I get mascara on the eyelid. So I just wait for it to dry, and then I just, with a Q-tip, and just get it off there. So those are the eyeshadow, or excuse me, those are the eyeliners and the mascara that I use. This is the only highlighter that I own. I bought it. When you see it, you're going to know exactly what it is. This is the Becca Champagne Pop. This was a Jaclyn Hill collaboration way back when. I think they do still make it, but they call it C-Pop now. I think they can't call it Champagne Pop because they're not working with Jaclyn Hill anymore. I don't know. I don't super follow that stuff. I don't super follow any of the YouTubers. I just know that she's really pretty and her makeup always looks really good. So I bought this way back when. Champagne Pop by Becca. That is the only highlighter I have. It is really pretty. But again, since I'm somebody who doesn't do face makeup, I don't use it a lot. I use it for the brow bone sometimes. But yeah, it's really pretty. So I hope to get more use out of that once I learn how to do more than just a little bit of eyeshadow. Okay, the next ones we're going to do in order of how many palettes I have. So I've got a couple of one-off palettes. This is my most used palette. I love this so much. This is the Juvia's Place Warrior palette. This is the original Warrior palette. But it is a 9-pan, beautiful colors. My one complaint, which again, the thing is, I don't feel like it's fair for me to complain about Juvia's Place because the products are, I think, not super intended for people with my complexion, okay? So nothing that I say is critical of the brand. I think the brand is wonderful. And I do really love this palette. And the lip gloss is nice too. It just doesn't look as pretty on my lips as I thought it would. Probably because my lips naturally are pink and my skin is not that color, you know? So when I swatched it on my hand, it didn't look the same as what it would look like on my lips. That's not here or there. But anyway, my only complaint with this palette is that there's only 2 matte shades in it. And it's these 2. Oh, that's not true actually. There's 3 matte shades. There's these 2 matte shades and then the black one. So this one here by my pinky and then these 2 are matte. So for me, with my complexion, there's not much of a transition. Because this is like a good base color for me. This is a good like for darkening the crease or darkening the outer corner. And then there's this one which I use like if I really want it to be deep and bold or like if I want to try to use like a powder as an eyeliner or something. That's wonderful for that. And then some of the shimmers are a little dark, but I use them. It's a beautiful palette. Absolutely beautiful. I love the texture of the shadows. I love that the shimmers shimmer on your eye. Like I've noticed, there's some other palettes that I'll show you. I've noticed that a lot of them, they shimmer really nice in the palette. You go to put them on your eye and you're like, what? Where'd it go? So, these are wonderful. Next one that is a one-off. This is one of those that I was talking about where the shimmer looks shimmery, but then it's not shimmering. This is the NARS Suede palette. It's just like a mini palette. This was my first like high-end purchase. This was the first thing that I was like, ooh, YouTubers use this a lot, this brand. It's got 2 matte shades. The other 4 are shimmers. And I just feel like it's not a good standalone palette. The shimmers don't shimmer outside of the box. The shimmers are not very shimmery once you go to put them on your eye. So it's a little bit of a letdown, I'm not gonna lie to you. This is the Urban Decay Naked Basics 2 palette. I think I've learned over my journey that I don't like this color. I mean, they're fine, but they're very like gray. This is very 2016, which I think is probably when I bought it. I've had this palette for forever. The shadows still work, so I will continue to keep it until they don't, because I don't want to be wasteful, but it's nothing to write home about. This is the Tartelette palette. I've had this for years as well. It's all matte shades. They are beautiful shades. They're very pinky, mauve. Is that how you say it? Mauve. I don't know. They're very pinky. They're really pretty. I do need to repress, I guess, that one shade. I don't know how to do that. We're gonna see. I might just live with it the way it is and hope for the best, but it's fine. This is the Morphe 35F. 35F Fall into Frost. So they have another 35F now, but it's called something else. So this bottom row is all mattes, and then everything else is shimmers. I'm scared to turn this too much because you can see which one is broken. There are some really lovely shades in here. There are some really versatile shades, and then there are some that are not. This was a Christmas present several years ago, or a birthday present maybe, for my mom, and I do use it, okay? Especially like that white that's like right here inside the palette. That's so helpful, right, that you can't see it and I'm pointing to it. Anyway, it's got like it's a pretty much a white shimmer. I use that with the next palette that I'll show you. I used it the other day with this for the first time, and honestly, it was probably one of my favorite looks that I've ever done. This is the ColourPop making, again, that word, what is that? Mauves? 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 I don't know. Somebody's gonna tell me, but it ain't gonna be me. Again, this is another 9. So, okay. First off, I have 5 ColourPop palettes. This is one of them. But this is the one that I used that like white shade with the other day. I used it like right in the center to make it like super shimmery in the middle. So pretty. These are cooler tones, but I think they work well with my eye color and stuff. It is so pretty. The next one is the Poppy, or no, excuse me, this is Big Poppy, again by ColourPop. This one does not work as well with my skin tone, I've recently learned. These 3 shades specifically give me a I've got a black eye kind of look, but they're all mattes. The rest of them are wonderful as transition shades for me, so, or deepening shades or whatever I need. So I will be keeping this. It is a warmer colored brown adjacent palette, so I will be using this and keeping it forever. Next, these 2, they were released in a set of 3. I don't remember what the third one was called, but I have Ornate and Grandeur. There was a green one too. Don't remember what it was called, but at any rate, this is Ornate. Again, this color is never going to work for me. It's very much I've got a black eye, but it's pretty to look at. The one complaint I have about some of these ColourPops, especially with the next one, but like with this one, this is a really dark brown, but it's like super shimmery. It's more like a pressed glitter than anything. I don't want to swatch it because then I'm going to have it everywhere. But my complaint is a lot of their shadows are pressed glitters, and I don't know how to use those. But also, I think pressed glitter to some extent is not safe for your eye. So I don't really understand why they put them in palettes. Like this middle one. This middle one is called Excess. It is gorgeous, but that's a pressed glitter. And if I go to put that on, it's A, not going to show up, B, going to get everywhere, and C, could potentially get in my eyeball. And then this green is so beautiful. Like, gorgeous isn't even a strong enough word, okay? It is so freaking pretty. But again, it's a pressed glitter. So, those 2. And then I do believe this is my last thing. This one and the Warrior by Juvia, they are my top 2 Reach For palettes. You're going to see why in just a second. And by just a second, I mean now. This is the Wild Child palette by ColourPop. It does have the pressed glitter. There's 2 shades in here that I really can't use. It's these 2 because, again, pressed glitter. But it is so pretty. I will say ColourPop shadows are wonderful. They're pigmented. They blend easily. You can layer them. I really like ColourPop shadows. So I also have, this is the MAC Painterly Paint Pot. This was really big, like in 2016. Probably had it for that long. Still smells fine. Smells like makeup. But I use this as a base for my eyeshadows because I have like veiny eyelids. My eyelids are very crepey and the skin is very thin. So that helps just to like balance out the color, and it also helps the shadow stick, I think. So I use that every time I do my eyeshadow. Then the last thing, I recently purchased this Maybelline Color Tattoo. I used to have a couple of them when they came in the tubs. Like this. But now they come in sticks. So this is the Maybelline Color Tattoo. This is the color I Am Inspired. It's just like a really pretty shimmery, goldeny color. It's just a really pretty, it's right there, in case you can't tell. That's a stain from the Revlon. But that's that color. My hands are so dry, especially because I just swatched that stuff and then didn't put any lotion or anything on. So yeah, that is the extent of my makeup. To take it off, I have the Garnier Micellar Waterproof. I bought a little one because I wanted to make sure that I still liked this stuff, and it works pretty decently. I bought these for our cruise because I knew I could take them and they wouldn't count towards my liquids. So these are the Bioderma Sensibio H2O makeup removing wipes. These were kind of expensive for 25 of them. I think it was like 11 bucks on Amazon. But, excuse me. But I had bought, before I bought these, I had bought some of the Neutrogena ones, and they smelled so funky and they felt so gross on my eye. So I wanted to try this because I remember back in the day, everybody loved Bioderma, and I'd never tried anything about it. I love these. These are wonderful. But I'm going to have to find them someplace cheaper than $11 back because that's a lot. So that is the entirety of my makeup collection currently. Thank you so much for watching. If you've watched, this is a long video and I am a nobody. So if you've stuck around to watch this, I really, truly appreciate you because then I've not just talked to myself for 45 minutes for a reason. Okay, so I will catch you guys next time in another video. With that said, I will catch you guys in the next one. I don't know what it'll be just yet. Please, if you enjoyed listening to me talk for an hour and 75 million minutes, please consider coming back for the next one. Have a great night, day, whatever time it is. Have a great one. Bye.